bet that she caught this running around with other bitches and she got mad because she wasn't looped in. That's what I'm willing to bet with Cardi B. Because I know how these ghetto girls are, bro. I've dated so many of them that look just like Cardi B, talk just like Cardi B, been around these bitches so much. Like, they have a control problem. And someone like her, who's as famous and as wealthy as she is, her ego's probably out the f***ing woozah. Out the woozah. She's already a masculine. Now she has money and status? Bro, I guarantee you she was bossing this guy Stefan around. Pulling him by his fucking ear and shit. You coming over here? I gotta know every bitch you Bro, oh man, these are insufferable, bro.
I can't do it without Peggy! What's good?
God, this is cringe. All right, let me move this forward a bit.
I'm dead. Stefan did.
He ain't it?
No. Because
He'll get back.
he will bear any expense. A real trench baby right there.
That is a real trench.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, he got
Okay, speeding up this talking is not a good idea. They're already hard to understand.
time.
Okay.
See, he was trying to keep it cute. Man, listen, let me tell you, let me remind y'all what this young man is capable of. When he had a week or two, this is the same person that was on the yacht, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With a couple little decorations.
Okay.
Meanwhile, publicly, already having a destination. This that same dude.
That same dude.
Now he got a whole off season to really,
Not digging him out, dig.
I'm trying to tell you, brother.
Oh, no.
Hey, you think we done? We ain't done yet.
Yeah.
Cause old Cardi, hello, it's me. That's what Dig's gonna say at the front door. I ain't here to play with you, baby.
Hey.
Where you going?
Hey.
You ain't going without me.
That's what it is.
He better keep that energy if he know who he had, huh?
But what you got like that, though, let me ask you this, though, and it really might just be the guy. But when you dealing with a Cardi or somebody that magnitude, and they walk out, do you think it's harder for them to come back?
Nah,
you talking about them
Peggy, you're talking some stuff.
Cause they ain't talking about little J-Wan from down the street that's trying to sit in that DM.
Shaquita.
Yeah.
Quita.
Cause both of them, when they both.
See, this is the.
All right, sorry, I can't deal with this analysis anymore. I just can't. Okay, I thought these would have something to say, but bro, I don't know what the is going on here. This is who the watches this.
That particular person.
So only because you see my baby mama out with me and you might catch a picture of it, I'm just doing right by her because she had my child. That's it.
Nah, it can get sticky. It can get stinking.
All right. Let's go. Well, these are okay. Literally double digit IQ, 100%, bro. Anyway, this is very simple. Okay, Cardi B's market value is dropping off. She's getting older, she has a questionable past, and she's famous. So effectively speaking, she has like a 300 credit score in the dating market, okay? But the problem is she wants a $10 million house, which is basically the equivalent to a guy that's on her level financially, on her level social status-wise, and is also attractive. I'm near a unicorn, okay? Stefan Diggs, as a younger NFL player from what I understand, on her level financially, on her level social status-wise, and is also attractive. I'm near a unicorn, okay? Stefan Diggs, as a younger NFL player from what I understand, or maybe they're right around the same age, he has more weight on the marketplace than she does. Does that make sense? Because as an NFL player who's famous and has a bunch of money, he is going to have more doors open for him from the... these are... Okay, literally double digit IQ, 100%, bro. Anyway, this is very simple, okay? Cardi B's market value is dropping off. She's getting older, she has a questionable past, and she's famous. So effectively speaking, she has like a 300 credit score in the dating market, okay? But the problem is she wants a $10 million house, which is basically the equivalent to a guy that's on her level financially, on her level social status-wise, and is also attractive. I'm near a unicorn, okay? Stefan Diggs, as a younger NFL player from what I understand, or maybe they're right around the same age, he has more weight on the marketplace than she does. Does that make sense? Because as an NFL player who's famous and has a bunch of money, he is going to have more doors open for him from the opposite gender than Cardi B is going to have. Okay? So, I mean, I knew this was going to happen from the rip, that this dude would not be faithful to this chick whatsoever, and it probably wouldn't last. Okay? I just knew that. However, given the fact that, you know, Cardi B was in an emotional state, whatever, because she broke up with Offset and she had kids with him or whatever, she made bad decisions as usual, like normal. Maybe they had some good game. He and promised her a dream, I'm sure, of a family with you, all this other shit. And the cheating probably got to her, you know? She probably had like some type of, look, I don't care if you smash, but I need to be involved, maybe. And then she found him smashing some other chick and she got mad. Like, you know what I mean? That's probably what it was. Because we saw him on the yacht with a bunch of other girls flirting and shit. So So you could presume reasonably, and I'll show you guys this clip so I'm not just yapping here. This clip right here, I remember this shit went viral a couple.
If you are Stefan Diggs, how can you be so... You're already a washed-up receiver. You're coming to a brand new team with the New England Patriots. You're on high-definition video camera. High freaking definition. I know...
Well, we don't really care about sports, bro. This nigga cares so much about sports. That's not what we're here for, nigga. Where the fuck? Here we go. So here he is at a yacht party. Cardi B there and he was flirting with girls. And then, you know, they're all like, oh, is this 2C? Is this cocaine? Whatever, which it probably is. But the point is that you can infer that more than likely he has some type of open relationship with Cardi B. But just knowing her from watching her interviews and shit like that, she's the type of chick where it's like, oh, I need to know all the you need to be involved if you're going to go ahead and mess with girls. We got to fuck them together, which is like, you know, a control tactic that a lot of like ghetto girls employ to kind of like still have some semblance of control. Let me give you guys another. Any girl that tries to tell you that she's bisexual, 9 out of 10 times that's a lie. And any girl that tells you that she's lesbian, that's also a lie. That is major cope. It's not that they actually are bisexual or enjoy the company of women or actually want to date women. Okay? Because interestingly enough, women understand, and that's why they don't want to be around them. That's why they hate each other. So, you know, when women say I'm bisexual, I actually laugh. Okay? That's like when a guy says he's bisexual, right? Like if a dude is bisexual, let's be honest, gay. Like, come on, man. All right, like, bro, there's no such thing as a bisexual dude. There's no such thing, right? Just own it. Say you're gay, okay? Because we're all human, right? And we all know humans prefer the path of least resistance, right? If you're a dude, who's it going to be easier to get sex from, men or? I think we all know the answers to that. Men, right? So if you get sexual gratification from men, why the fuck would you bother with dealing with women? And then on top of that, if you fuck with men, you've disqualified yourself from a majority of women. So this whole concept of like, I'm a bisexual man, it's a farce. It's a lie. It's not possible. It makes no sense. Now with women, they say they're bisexual, women do it from another perspective. Men that claim they're bisexual, right? We know it's a lie because getting with men is way easier. But when women do it, it's to be more appealing to men. Oh, I'm bisexual. Like I like girls too. Ah, yeah. It's a control measure. Oh, I want to be involved in the threesomes too. And then very few are actually legitimate, real lesbians. Very few. Okay, very few. And there's like biological reasons for this, right? Like being a lesbian exclusively, like, bro, why would you do that? Let me explain. It's like you got $1 million in the bank, right? Especially if you're like a hot lesbian and you're like not touching it. You're not using it to invest. You're just letting it sit there with like zero interest. You got your sitting at Bank of America, like, you know, and Mordecai and the gang are using your $1 million in their bank, making a bunch of money on lending that shit out on high interest. Meanwhile, you're sitting there getting 1% interest rate or no interest rate on $1 million. You're just letting it sit there. That's what being a lesbian basically is. Okay, makes no sense for either. It's extreme. It's like the least pragmatic thing you can do, and they're actually painfully pragmatic when it comes to relationships. As much as we make fun of them for being shit like that, on face level, surface level, they are very pragmatic. Hypergamy is designed to make them pragmatic mate selectors, which is why they're more strict and more selective. The problem is that men can exhibit traits that hypergamy looks for and deceive. Does that make sense? So a guy can purport himself to be high status. He could purport himself to be financially responsible. He could purport himself to be a good potential caretaker. This is what guys with game do. They purport them to be something that they're not. Okay? So yeah, when that they're lesbian, bro, it's a lie, dude. No such thing. Only very few are actually real lesbians. Okay? And for that's for lesbians. And then bisexuality, it's cap. It's a marketing trick that we use. But I'm willing to bet that she caught this running around with other bitches and she got mad because she wasn't looped in. That's what I'm willing to bet with Cardi B. Because I know how these ghetto girls are, bro. I've dated so many of them that look just like Cardi B, talk just like Cardi B, been around these bitches so much. Like, they have a control problem. And someone like her, who's as famous and as wealthy as she is, her ego's probably out the f***ing woozah. Out the woozah. She's already a masculine. Now she has money and status? Bro, I guarantee you she was bossing this guy Stefan around. Pulling him by his fucking ear and shit. You coming over here? I gotta know every bitch you bro. Oh man, these are insufferable, bro. Anyway, so you guys get the idea.